Nice one, Cyril.
Welcome to Nice One Cyril Extra Time. It's the shorter, sillier pre-weekend top-up pod you didn't ask for, but you're getting anyway. If the main pod is the match, this is the half-time pie and pint for about 14 quid. And it's good morning to Dame Julie Welch. You're not well, are you?
I'm not well at all, so please, I apologise in advance if I start snotting and coughing and blowing my nose, but I'll try not to.
Try not to. I should just tell our listeners that when we were arranging to do this pod, you said you were available for Friday morning, subject to, getting into a creative hot streak, in which case I could fuck off. I've got the evidence. It's on a WhatsApp. Now then, let's have a quick chat about our encouraging performance against PSG. What did you make of it?
Well, I was all set to be really, really cynical, and oh God, that Richarlison goal was so lovely. I felt I've been preening myself ever since, because I think on our last pod I actually said, what a fantastic player Richie is, but actually, I do think once Richie actually gets some proper service from a proper midfield, he's actually quite good. And maybe we've all underestimated him. Maybe he's going to be the breakout star of this season. I don't know about that. But yeah, that was nice. And as for Kolo, we can call him Kolo, can't we? Kolo Muani.
We can now.
Yes, we can. Randall Kolo Muani, but Kolo for short. Yeah, getting 2 goals. I mean, that was nice, wasn't it? So we lost. Bugger it. But it wasn't too bad, considering, PSG are the champions.
Yeah. We had our two young kids in there, didn't we? Quite a surprise selection in many ways, with Beraval and Archie Gray, who were both wonderful, positive, getting forward, tidy on the ball, both tenacious. It was such a joy to watch, and I obviously defensively, every time we got back into it somehow, and we got ahead twice, and then we had that awful 10-minute period after the second goal when everything just went to shit.
Yes, total loss of concentration, because in the words of Bill Nicholson, once you've scored, the first minute after you've scored is the most important minute of the game, because, all flying and everything like that. And so it turned out. And you'd think that in our defence, there were enough experienced players to know that, but they didn't. As you said, Archie and Lucas were wonderful. And I'm just wondering, let's run with this. Are we in early Pochettino now with all those young guns? Archie and Lucas are both 19. Yeah. And Xavi, I still haven't got my head around how to pronounce his name. He is only 22. My darling boy Tell is only 20. Destiny is 22. Brendan and Mickey are pushing it a bit at 24, but that kind of qualifies as young. And Papsar is 23. So we've got a really promising crop of young players.
I guess where that slightly falls down for us is not having a young centre forward, really. There's no one, is there? There's Lancashire, who's over at Oxford right now. But I can't think of anybody coming in. We're waiting for Solanke to get fit, if that'll ever happen.
Gone to the oubliette now. Kolo is... Kolo and Richie are our new strike partnership, as far as I'm concerned. Let me give a little plug for one of my books, which came out last year, Double Acts, A History of Striking Partnerships, in whatever.
Who's your favourite striking partnership? Don't say Kane and Son, because that's obvious. Who would come second then? Let's say, who would come second?
Well, nostalgia. Everyone loved Archibald and Crooks. Garth and Archie. They were
great, weren't they?
But I suppose my original favourite was from when I was a child. The double winners, Les Allen and Bobby Smith. I never thought of Jimmy Greaves as being striking partnership because he was, I mean, he was the solo class act. But lots of people who would be listening to this probably don't remember that far back because, as you know, I am so old.
You are, and listen. I mean, far be it from me to get involved in that because I'm old as well. But you're older, and let's just leave that there. Let's leave that hanging. Now,
My hair is better than yours.
it is better, and it's amazingly no grey, which is extraordinary. So well done on that. Now, look, this pod is intended to just be a bit daft, and what we're trying to do is pose the questions that other pods don't pose. So here's the thing. I'm going to ask you a question now, Julie. What was the Spursiest thing about our performance against PSG?
Well, I think we've covered that already, haven't we?
Well, we have, except I would say the Spursiest thing was that our World Cup winning captain was shit. And he's the guy we expect to be the stalwart, the guy who's going to hold everything together. And he went to pot.
Yeah, and he hasn't been great, has he?
No.
For a while. And there's been no sort of news of Real coming in for him again or Atletico. So
Atletico,
they
yeah.
can't accuse him of having his head turned. It's one of those mysteries. He's not very good at the moment, is he?
He's not. I mean, I thought the idea was we give him the captaincy, give him a new contract, and suddenly he's going to be absolutely laser focused on all things Spurs. And he's so sloppy. His distribution was awful. And there was a moment we were 5-3 back behind. With 10 minutes to go. I'm not saying we could have drawn it or won it, obviously not, but we had a free kick just inside our own half and he dallied over the ball for it felt like an hour, but he just dallied and you think, get it forward for fuck's sake, get it forward. All right, well, let me ask you another question. Give me an item that should come with your season ticket. What should they offer us gratis with our season ticket?
Luncheon vouchers.
Oh, I like that. Are they still a thing?
I doubt it. But I definitely, it would be nice to have I mean, some of the food that's on offer is very nice, but it's so incredibly expensive.
It is, isn't it?
Get a plastic glass of shit red wine and your little tray of nachos and you're sort of 20 quid down.
Yeah.
Can't be helped. I mean, again, I come from a generation where I remember I was reporting a game at Forest back in the day, and you didn't really get halftime snacks, but given to the press, but you could get mushy peas in a plastic cup, and there was enamel jug full of hot water with a teaspoon chained to it. So you stood by the enamel jug and you ate your peas with a spoon, and then you dropped it back in the hot water. So the jug bacteria in a jug of water.
Wow.
After by the time the second half got underway, is just amazing.
I just don't want to think about that hot water. Honestly, it's just full of saliva and spit and mushy peas. No, that's horrible.
No one died.
No one died. Okay, well, allegedly. So you say. The thing I think should come with your season ticket is a therapy session. I think you should have a free therapist by the toilets at halftime, just to somehow get you through the trauma of whatever shit has gone down in the first half, and maybe at full time as well.
Simon, that's a fabulous idea, and I mean, we do our best, don't we? We are the therapy.
We try.
Yeah,
we try, but that's kind of on the spot therapy. I mean, can you imagine the queue? Jesus Christ! I mean, that's going to go round the stand. So I'll mention that to Venkatesham, and who knows, it could happen. Here's another thing. And our final little silly question. What makes you hopeful about Spurs right now, if anything?
That is very difficult. That's very difficult question. I might revert to what I was rabbiting on about earlier, about, the young guns coming in now. But, I mean, every time something nice happens, it's followed by something absolutely shit at the moment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just hope we've turned a corner. I mean, is it easier to play PSG than it's going to be to play Fulham? That's a philosophical question for you, Simon.
It's a good one. I mean, I think that, as you say, I mean, our problem is that we have our little false dawns. Manchester City. Hey, we're a great team now, and then we lose to Bournemouth. We've had a good performance here after a dire performance against Arsenal. Good performance against PSG. We ought to be slaughtering Fulham tomorrow, right? That goes without saying.
We never slaughter Fulham.
We never slaughter Fulham. Let me ask you this: Do you think? Because this is what I read. Gary of Harlow often puts this onto Twitter. He says we're 2 good signings away from being a really good football team. Is that true?
Do you know? Thinking about it, I would say that is absolute utter bollocks.
Bollocks.
Yeah. Would you go with that?
I go with that. It's complete bollocks, and also, I don't know. I think we've got actually some very good players. I think it's about, and we've got 13 players injured. Let's see what this lot can do before we start investing our lives and souls into some forward. I mean, I'm not very excited about the idea of Semenya. Are you? Is that people going on about, we should grab him as soon as the bell chimes for the new year? Doesn't excite me that much.
Why would they let him go? I mean, he's
well, exactly.
I mean, why would he want to come to Spurs?
Yes, why would anyone? Well, look, this has been fun, hasn't it? Well, look, we're done, and that's amazing, isn't it? We've done this in 13, 14 minutes, so that's a record for us. Well, it is, because it's the first show of Nice One Cyril Extra Time. I want to thank Julie for joining me, notwithstanding that she is absolutely kind of full of virus and nastiness this morning, but she's so tough. She just said, I'm playing. That's it. No, none of that Romero shit. I'm playing for Argentina at the weekend. So,
I'm Dave Mackay of podcasts.
Well, that's why you're here. That's why you're here. So, look, thank you for joining me this morning. Do listen to our current main pod, which is called Shit Plan A, No Plan B. That's with Julie. Lee Brown's there and Barry Graham. I'm hosting that one, and that's available on Spotify, Apple, and all leading podcast platforms. And do subscribe. And you can follow us on Nice One Cyril Pod on X, and we are on Facebook and Insta and all those other things. So I hope you enjoyed this little what would you call it, Julia? It's just a little, not an aperitif. What, I don't know. There must be a name for it.
It's time of day to call it a matinee, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Well, we'll go with that. And we'll be back with our big pod on Tuesday. Come on, you Spurs. Nice one, Cyril.